And let's start the second video about Paris-Tribal 2025 with Dulon. Dulon is, in early times I was a real fan of Dulon, and then I said, okay, Dulon is Dulon, but now I was here and I was a fan again. I was a Dulon fan again after seeing this object, this Congo in the middle, and here this is a Telem object like it should be. And Dulon has a classical object, but he has great objects, and for some you'll look at them and say, oh, amazing, really some amazing. Look here in the back. Maybe this is a prisoner because of the arms in the back. And isn't it? It's not only the classical style, it's a very interesting, impressive style. He's got objects which are different than other objects, and this makes it so worthwhile. Even here, a very big Ibu. You know, Ibus are not the thing which is sold for a lot of money at the moment at the market. The market doesn't like this Ibus from Nigeria. But this is an awesome sculpture, isn't it? It's very strong, and the cameraman laughs at it. And very strong. And this for me was maybe one of the best objects. Now look at the legs, look at everything, look at the face. This is Yansi, I guess, from the Congo, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. If I do something wrong, write something later. This was, yeah, maybe one of my 2 or 3 favorites of the whole Paris-Tribal 2025. And here's some Arkan women. Yeah, so Dulon had awesome objects, and sometimes makes me a little speechless that it was, wow, Crebo, much better than I had it even in my mind. So Dulon was yeah, a new discovery of me, of me, and of course, songler, things like that, and typical songler. Not so typical. It's a great songler, but it's not so typical. And look at this face. It's like a cry. I would say it's like a cry. Maybe it's completely different, but like a cry. And more Dulon and I really, once again, I fell in love with this gallery again, and which is, yeah, what can I say? Bamana. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff which you know, but maybe the Yansi is not so known. And here, perfect Ibu. Is Ibu? I guess it's Ibu once again. This is awesome mask. And here is an absolute surprise. This is made from leather. It's a TIFF. I was told that there are only 2 or 3 in museums of this style. Absolute rare TIFF leather object, and got this mobile. So, wow. Kerefoff is beside Dulon, and yeah, classic, and you see, yeah, everybody needs to have one. These Kota objects, I like them, and this is a Piraga? Well, write me things if I have to say something wrong, and it's a Dogon, I guess, or Telem, or whatever, or maybe it's just another point in Mamana. So Kerefoff has good items, classical items, good stuff, but yeah, good stronger, yeah. And he has a lot of room to fill. Volley, and I was there. Strange face and strange lips. Maybe you know more about this object than write later. And very classical Dan spoon. Vanuxem, 30 years. This is not Africa. This is not a mummy vata from Africa. This is Mexican. Yeah, Mexican. And wow, isn't it? This is a fantastic mask. It's a corner mask, I think that's called. Wow, what a patina. What a face. It even looks dangerous. Wow. This was well. Some smaller things as well. I think this is maybe, I don't know if it's Papua New Guinea or Amazon. It's Papua New Guinea, I guess. Maybe it's mixed from both. With his feathers. Andreas Schlotauer, you must help. And yeah, some skull, not so real like the one you see in the first video. And some more points. And Vanuxem, nice things. Yeah. Oh, point, and even from isn't it Kanak from Polynesia, and so it's a mix of everything, but a very, very good mix. The small one is great. There was a very good small object. Maybe if you're interested to a post, this is, I guess, it's a lobe. It's not a dogon, it's lobe, I heard. And the Zenufo, is he smiling? Is he looking angry? Don't know. Next is Larroque, Père et Fils. I think this was the one I loved most. Look at this movement of this East African Tanzania, from the Nyamwezi. Look at this movement. It was sold, but this was, yeah, this is from my Dakota, Native Americans. And, whoa, huh? Hemba? I guess Hemba. You know something about the prices? I think the prices in most galleries I saw were reasonable. Okay, it was not the Parcours de Monde price or Tefa prices. It was very reasonable. And you know, and someone he has been there, and someone told me that which costs 50,000 euro maybe for some years is now for 5,000 euro, and 5,000 euro is now 500, and 500 is now 50 euro. But nobody is buying things for 50 euro. It's not true for everything, and it's not true for Christie's and so on, but the prices, they have dropped, and you can see it here. I guess this is Ubangi. You can see it here once again. Ivo, a lot of Ivo this time. Or Uhubo, maybe it was Uhubo, still Vanuxem, and the prices were reasonable in most galleries, and yeah, you really can buy something. It was written that it's Rolley. I was surprised, but who am I to know better if it's Rolley? This Guli mask, yeah, Guli, and some more things at Vanuxem. So Vanuxem was, yeah. I think I didn't saw a really weak galleries, and I saw that the galleries really made very good stuff. So it was interesting to be there. Here's Christophe Rolley. Christophe Rolley always has good items and is not expensive, not all. Here's a Goli mask, as I know it, a typical one. And there were not so many people, visiting this, but the Paris Retrieval on one day or in 1 hour, but all the time they were coming on the first day, on the second day, and the third day, and they sold objects. So Paris Retrieval is perfect to talk to the galleries, to find objects which are not too expensive, but which are good, and you have the time to watch everything. You know, sometimes Parcours de Monde, it's too full, and this is different from Paris Retrieval, which is, yeah, always worth visiting. Paris is great on this one, isn't it? Good one. And here's I love this Ifugao objects, this Buluth objects. I'm a fan of the Philippine art as well. I do have some of them, and this is a very nice one. As you see from all angles, with the big ears, standing. Bulul. Yeah, they're sitting and standing, and some more Rolley objects. I think now we're in Nigeria in the middle. Okay, David Serra, Spain. Very good. Indonesia. I didn't see so many Indonesia objects, but there were some. There's nears things, and I love the background, the wall. You know, it remembered me on the Burgundy tribal art, because Serra was a Burgundy tribal art here. And this is, I guess, a better quota than before, but I know nothing of quotas, and and you need it. And you know, very classical things of Serra, but always good. And he was in the Burgundy tribal, which was my favorite fair of all times. But so it has with the wall, has a banner thing. So it has this Burgundy tribal vibe, and it's nice. Serra has good things, and place here and here. Now we are in the Vegere, whatever things, and left is Papua New Guinea, for example. And you see, I can't explain everything. This one in the back, this mask looked absolute awesome. You know, with this really this face. Yeah, and a small Sinufu, but a very good Sinufu rider, very well carved one, and a Yombe okay, this is a small special thing. Punchinello is one of the masters of Himalayan objects and of Nepal objects, like this, and a mask from there, here with the one eye. I really know nothing of this kind of art, and but there are people who really liked it. Once again, you have a very diverse exhibitions of here. You had the Paris Tribal, you have classics, you have Oceanic, you have Nepal, you have Siberia, everything. Here, look, Punchinello, and this makes it so interesting. Schoffel De Fabry, Icône de la Rue. They had an exhibition with this science from Germany about cigarettes things, and they combined it with tribal art. It was very nice. So original was the science exhibition. Then there was the tribal art. They then combined it. This I know it before. This is not Karnak. It is Chokwe. I guess it's Chokwe. And look, it's an amazing object. Look at the arms on the back. I saw it before at Schoffel De Fabry. It's amazing. I don't know why no one is buying it. Maybe because it's so strange, and it's, of course, I guess cheaper than it would be as a Karnak. Martin Doustar, one of the younger, has this awesome Yomba objects. I guess still there. I guess saw it. If you need a good Yomba, this should be one. And Kissi is a Yomba, is a Congo. Let's say Congo, and it's a Kissi from the Congo. Whether it's Yomba or something else, I think you know better. But it's a Kissi from the Congo, and he's always mixing African with Papua New Guinea, with Nepal, as here, I guess this is Nepal, with Inuit, and in the background, the green ones, they are Siberia. Yeah, that's what I like to start, this the mixture thing, and here we are I guess there's Asmat, and much more, and yeah, this is, and Siberia once again. Even, maybe it's not made, yeah, it's some kind of Wunderkammer as well. Not so many objects there, I call them, but a lot of different cultures mixed in one small room. And yeah, Doustar, you can't find objects there, you can't get this Papua New Guinea again. And wow, don't ask me. Asia? Maybe Asia. It's from the world. It's a it's a parcours de monde at the Paris Tribal, and you have Marquesa's object as well, a tiki. This there, so it makes this really was an awesome Malaga object. Sure, yeah. Frédéric Ratton, he was this year the boss of the Paris Tribal. He's such a nice person. It's incredible. You talk to him, he's always nice. It's yeah, he's such a nice person. He's normally, thought he's more specialized in Nepal and Himalayan objects, but he has other objects as well. He has a big mix of everything, any good objects. So go in the gallery of Frédéric Ratton or ask him what he has to say. This is China. Guess so, in India. The links on the left, this is Bengal. Was amazing, one of my favorites of the masks. And here you have Siberia again. So mix of everything, and Frédéric, and in a nice gallery, nice people. This is a burial mask from Siberia, and Serra was good. And here, I think now we're back again in Nepal, but yeah, Voyageurs Curieux, just small gallery, but these rooms were good because they are two of my favorites. And this here's, I guess this is a shield. Yeah, and here's one of them. Isn't it nice? And it's yeah, it's from Papua New Guinea. I think it's Mabrik. Is it Mabrik? Ah, I wrote it down. I don't know it. I don't found them anymore. I think it's Mabrik. And isn't nice, such a huge body with small arms, and he is from the same, I think, completely different, but this was the one with the strangest object. So once again, Africa, I think they are from the same people, the left and the right, and very well done. It's a great shape. It's not the very nice thing. Oh, how it's carved. It's a strange one, a pretty bizarre, but great. And you have here more of this Voyageurs Curieux things and art. Wow, powerful, isn't it? It is powerful, yeah. And once again, Papua New Guinea. And yeah, Voyageurs Curieux. I saw them on last time. I think I saw them on the TEFA. Interesting. Jan Ferrandin. Just a very short look into Jan Ferrandin. His awesome Boulé objects. Bulul objects, Ifugao from the Philippines. Awesome. And he had a lot of Japanese masks, which you can see in my video about the Kerefoff. So I have not filmed. Here's a good thing. I have not filmed this whole mask, which you can always already see on the Kerefoff video. So it's very cool. Here's Ratton, the uncle of Lucas Ratton, and he has a animal exhibition, like this Madagascar birds, and here a gallery with this man in the back. You have an animal. Don't ask me. Maybe it's an ape or lion. Oh, whatever. A gallery mask, or maybe it's even a dog or a bull. A dog. It's something behind, and yeah, you're here in the land of mask, and the Faso, very carved one. So the quality is good at Ratton, and very interesting to see all these animals from Madagascar and the Chivara. And here you have a baga, a good baga, maybe not the powerfulest I ever saw, but it was a good one. This baga mask which you have on the head. And you're wearing like this one from the Baga. Bruno Frey. Frey was a surprise for me. You know, Frey is a small room, a lot of objects in this room, and I said, okay, Bruno Frey, let's go in, and his quality is awesome. This is a harp from the Fang, one of the best objects I saw on the parkour. Look at this. You know, it's a harp, but the shape, and look at the face, and look at everything. It was sold, and it was not sold for a lot of money. Here, once again, you see our Faltenlach. Look at the patina and everything. This was a great object, and Bruno Frey had some great objects for very reasonable prices. And so this was, it was a surprise. I rediscovered him. You know, he has a Fang, an awesome Fang sculpture. It was not sold when I was there on Saturday. It was not sold, but it was awesome, and maybe it's got it still. So if you need good objects, maybe you ask Frey. Frey has good objects and has good prices, and yeah, I think this isn't it Fang as well? Looks very Fangish as well, and so Frey once was a surprise, a very positive surprise for me, and yeah, what can I say? And positive. Once again, does not mean that I think Frey had bad items, but I never had in mind that he has good items for the so good prices. Isn't this a very strong, powerful object? And you know, in earlier times, I think I get the suku. Suku, isn't it suku? In earlier times, you have to pay a lot of more money for these things. So if you're a collector and now starting collect, or if you start collecting, have some money, it's a very good time. I don't tell you that the price will get higher soon, but I will tell you, very good quality like this Dogon for very good prices. And that's the point what it is at the moment, and which Frey demonstrated very, very, very well. Yes, Bonzo, I think it's called Bonzo. I have two objects of this famous carver and some more things. Frey, you know, the spaces, it was a small space, but a lot of objects here and a lot of very good objects from, on the left here, the Ikenga from Africa. So, and at the end, Entwistle, he has combined Entwistle objects with a designer and with a Wunderkammer thing, and it was interesting because this is an awesome object. I wrote an article for Kunst und Auktion, and this was the object of the article which we showed. And the point is of all that, you know, Entwistle for me always like a gallery of old people for old people, and it's a little dark. And now with they have a directrice, she's very charming and she's younger. And this one you could really see the object. So it was brighter, it was more modern. It was very positive, I would say that. I really liked the Entwistle object this time and the exhibition, of course, Maori. So, and I liked a lot of. So, this was number 2 of my videos of Paris Tribal. I think now we are about 20 minutes now. I hope you have some fun and you see the last things by Entwistle. And I didn't ask them for prices because I know Entwistle is not the cheapest in the world. But once again, you could see the objects very well, and they combined things, the tribal art with the modern gallery, and which is nice. And yeah, see you. Here's a couture. Yeah, of course. We had Entwistle. And see you next time. Maybe, I don't know what will be the next video, but I hope you have some fun and